most hated weather, the wind. You're gonna have to excuse it. We have gusts of up to 50 miles per hour today. And we've had plenty of rain, as you can see. I'm not sure we're getting over there, even with the muck boots. So here's the scenario. I'm out in the woods for the day. I've got turned around and the day's getting away from me. I've only got a couple of hours before nightfall and I've only got minimal gear in the contents of that day pack. It's cold, it's wet, it's gonna be a long night. Got some water, some instant porridge, sachets of coffee. The air's a bit solid fuel stove, cook set, with some fuel tabs, a head torch, and a survival bag. No, it's funny, I've seen some survival bags in camouflage pattern. Like, really? In what world is camouflage going to assist you in rescue? Unless it's a kind of an evasion type deal. Camouflage might just look cool, but survival isn't cool, unless you're me. So go for the blaze orange, highly visible, and that's what you're gonna want. This survival bag could be used in many aspects of survival. We could use it to signal potential rescuers, could be used to collect rainwater, gather materials. You could cut it into strips, mark a trail. But tonight, this survival bag is my shelter. So one way to use this bag is to simply crawl into it. If there's no wind, that will be sufficient enough. If it is raining, however, there is a method where you can clip one of the corners here, pull it over your head and await rescue in severe weather conditions. For myself tonight, there's no rain on the forecast, so just gonna crawl into it. Also has some survival information printed on the bag, from safety on the hills, international distress signals, ground to air signals, protection, shelter, conserve water, and navigation. So of course, without a tent, without a sleeping bag, without the comforts of a nice warm shelter, you're going to want a fire. I'm not going to make one. One of the targets this bag was made for is for use on the hills, and where there's maybe not all that much material in terms of firewood. So I'm hoping to see out the night with just the bag, my body heat, and probably a little condensation. The sun is starting to go down and the wind is still blowing pretty hard. There's a definite chill within those gusts. Now, I'm not going to crawl into the bag until I really need to, when the temperatures drop and the cold starts biting. So in the meantime, to warm up, we'll make ourselves a little coffee. I do love this little cook set. Super small, compact, lightweight. Of course, Esbit always tends to make high quality gear, and this is no exception. Totally worth throwing in the pack. We've got a little windshield, water in the pot, get the lid on. Get a little fuel tab in there. Extend the handles. And it just sits nicely. Fuel tab's burnt out. Check this out. Instead of having to place the lid on the floor, place it just like that. Keep it off the floor. Very simple, but effective. So in another instance of usage for our survival bag, we did place it down like that and have somewhere dry to sit while having our coffee. So as opposed to having this porridge in the morning, I'm going to mix it up now. And by doing that, with that slow burning fuel, hopefully that slow burning fuel will burn through the night and warm up my core just a little bit. And I have a spork as well. That's what I missed out, the spork. So hopefully this will warm me up a tad, because it's getting a little brisk. So I was going to just sit up against this tree, but it's already occupied. covered in beetles. We found another tree, beetle free, and it is getting a little nippy now, so I'm gonna get the bag set up. I'm actually gonna use my pack to keep me off the cold ground, acting as a little insulation, and a little insulation is better than no insulation. It's not going to be comfortable whatsoever, but that's not the purpose of this video. The purpose is to survive. So you're not really going to be sleeping in this shelter. That's not what it's for. It's for protecting you from the elements while awaiting rescue. That being said, I am going to try and get some sleep, not expecting to get much. But yeah, I haven't got much else to do. So I'll see you when I see you. Haven't slept all that much. Kind of in and out, on and off. Anyways, woken up to clear skies, which would explain the drastic temperature drop. I've been cold through the night, but not unbearably cold. I'm sure I would have been colder had I not been in this bag. But yeah, I figured now we're gonna warm up a little bit. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna clip the corner off. Like so. A little breathing hole. I'm gonna take the windshield out the cook set here, pull our bag up over us. Leaving a little gap down the bottom, and with the windshield fuel tab, yeah, that's it. Then drop it. It's very important to drop it. Where's the fuel tab gone? The fuel tab's disappeared. Get a new fuel tab and then try again. Like that. And this is going to warm us up real quick. Yeah, I'm getting too hot in here right now. A candle would be far better in this situation. But yeah, this is really warming up. So obviously a pretty versatile bag. Use it as required. If you're stuck and it's raining, make the corner cut and pull it up over your head. If not, crawl into it and escape the wind for a while. It's not the perfect solution. There was some condensation build up obviously after being in there for a while, but it is a solution. It's lightweight and it's cheap, so it's well worth having in your pack. And as tired as I am, I enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed this too, and I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Let's aim to raise the bar.